If you wanted to cut out an image to use part of the image in your artwork, you probably need to be able to draw curved lines using the pen tool. So we're going to have a look at now at how to go about doing that. So let's say we've got this little letter. In this case it's full of curved lines. First of all, again, you need to make sure that you can see what you're tracing very clearly. In this case we'll just take part of the S and we'll cut it out so that we can use it in our artwork. So we've got our S clearly shown. Because we're doing the top only, I'm going to just enlarge the top so I can see it clearly. We need the history window, the navigator window and the paths window open. Once again, you create a path. So you click on the little drop down menu and say new path, and you need to label it very clearly. We're going to say top of S and click OK. And you can see it's come up under the paths menu. Then we're going to select the pen tool with the left mouse button and simply click with your left mouse button. In this case, I don't know what angle that's on. It's not a 90 degree or a 45 degree or so we'll just click. And then to do a curved line, you need to be able to click with the left mouse button but then hold and drag to get the correct curve. Once you let go, you can click to the next section and drag. The left mouse button needs to be held in to do the next bit of the curve. Now, if you practice, you get better and better and quicker at doing this, and so you can do it more accurately. So you can see we're just simply going around. Now, if you don't like part of the selection, the best thing to do is just delete it straight away. To do that, you can either click on in the history window above the highlighted point like that, or you can, now I'm back to here, or you can just Control Z and you can see, well, in this case it's added it back, hasn't it? Let's go Control Z and then it's deleted back to where you were. So there's two ways you can delete. Then you can start again with the curve, holding the left mouse button in till you've got the curve you like. Now sometimes the curves require straight lines that are next to, or there is a big change of directions, a sharp change of direction. The best way to handle that would be to hit the Alt button. So if you just have a look what happens, if I hold the Alt in and then I click on the middle little square, you can see there's a bit of a handle there. In the middle there's a little square. Do a left click on that and you've lost part of the handle, enabling you to do a sharp turn. Okay, that's a good habit to get into. Sometimes the handle makes it difficult to actually see and you might want to get rid of it, and other times if you're doing a sharp change of direction you might still require a curve, but you might need to just keep that in mind. Hold the Alt button in. I'll do it again. Click on the little square and you lose your handle. Then once you've clicked you can release the Alt button. Now because I'm just doing part of this S, I'm going to hold the Shift button down because the Shift enables you to do a horizontal or a vertical or a 45, but in this case I need a horizontal. Then I'm simply going to use the left mouse button, hold it in and drag it till the curve is as I'm requiring. Okay, when you want to close the selection you need to make sure the pen tool has a little O that's hovering next to it. Once you've got the little O, you can see it's hovering, click and you'll know that it's going to be actually sealing up that selection. Once you're happy with that, right click on in your paths window and then you can say yes, I'm happy with that selection. You choose that, you click OK and you can see then it becomes an active selection. Now you might want to put that or copy that little selection and put it into an artwork. So in this case I'm going to Control C or copy it and I'm going to drop that into my new document, which in this case is a yellow rectangle. I'm going to look at my paths window, my layers window. I'm going to create a new layer and I'm going to drop my S. In this case it's only just a little tiny part of my S, and if I wanted to, I've just Control T to select it, and I'm going to hold the Shift button down, drag it and enlarge it to where I want it to be. Now in this case it's distorted because it obviously didn't I didn't hold the Shift button down well enough, so I'm just going to Control Z. In fact, it's a bit distorted, but never mind. Control Z, let's say I'm happy with that. I'll move it to the position, double click, and you'll see that all the pixelation, or a lot of it's just gone. So there's part of my S in that new document. So that's using the pen tool to draw curved lines. Thanks.